الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. أحبتي الكرام، أهلا وسهلا بكم، وطبتم وطاب ممشاكم وتبوأتم إلى الجنة منزلا. I ask and I beg of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless this gathering and to make us of those who obtain the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the tranquility of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to forgive us based on this majlis, and to be of those who are mentioned fil mala'i a'la. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us Jannatul Firdaus nuzula. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the hellfire and its torments based on this night, based on this majlis. Allahumma ameen. First, before we dive back into the story of Isa alayhi salatu wassalam, there is a short but very significant address. Having just returned from the Haram, from the blessed city of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Medina al-Munawwara and Mecca, I wanted to shed some light on a very important issue. And maybe for those of you who have visited, you have witnessed this, and you scratched your head and you were asking the same questions. Because I know when I was there, specifically in Mecca, my son, who is here somewhere, he said, why are these people acting like this? Why are they doing this? And he was referring to the very confusing nature of the people when it comes to ibadah, particularly when they're visiting the Rawdah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam or the grave of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and more so in and around the Kaaba and Tawaf, whether it be the Rukn al-Ayman, al-Yamani, or the stone, the black stone, or between the doors of the Kaaba. People were in a state of chaos. And he said to me, he said, why are they acting like this? It's as though they are worshipping the Kaaba, the black stone, the Rukn al-Yamani. And fi'lan, they go into this trance, into this state of euphoria where they cannot distinguish what they are doing. And this is why our deen, alhamdulillah, has been prescribed to us in absolute fashion. And this issue deals with Bab al-Tabaruk. Bab al-Tabaruk, يعني طلب al-Barakah. What these people are doing, they're trying to obtain blessings. There is no mana in this, in the Shara'. However, there's a tariqah, there's a method. Everything in the Shara', there is a method. والتبرك كذلك طلب البركة عبادة وحكمها وكل يعني أحكام العبادة عليها حكم التوقيف. This means that all acts of worship, specifically this act of tabarruk, of obtaining barakah, it has the ruling that it is limited. حكم التوقيف, meaning you can't take it outside the bounds. Whatever is prescribed, the means, the method, that's what we follow. You can't come up with your own method of tabarruk. And there is 3 qawa'id usuliyya that I want to share with you. And this, bi'idhnillah, will destroy any potential shirk. If the entire ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam understood these 3 usul, we would absolve ourselves from shirk. The first one is al-wadi'u lil-barakah huwa Allahu wahdah. The one who instills barakah is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The only one who instills barakah is Allah. And this is important because you can't say, مثلا, someone of high esteem or high knowledge comes to visit you, and you say to that person, Baraktu fi majlisina, or Jibt al-baraka ma'ak. This is wrong. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one الذي يضع البركة. He is the one who grants barakah. You can't say that I am blessed because of this ring. La, you've attributed something to a creation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who can instill barakah. No person, no man, no ring, no amulet, nothing except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the first qaida. The second one is whatever is mubarak, whatever is blessed, it is limited to what has been clearly cited. Whether that is a person, a place, a thing, a month. For example, Al-Haram, Masjid Al-Haram is blessed. Masjid Al-Aqsa is blessed. Ramadan is a blessed month. The 10 days of Dhul Hijjah are blessed, and so on. No one has the right to attribute a specific blessing to a time, a person, or a place other than what has been cited and prescribed. So you cannot tell me that this specific city or this specific rock is blessed. Where is your evidence from the Quran and Sunnah? You don't have any? Sit down. Okay? This is very critical. This is the second one. And now we get to the most important qaida. The ulama of al-usul, hafidhahumullah wa rahimahumullah, they cited the al-barakah. The barakah is divided into two categories. لا ثالث له. فصلوا البركة بركتان. The first barakah is al-barakah al-dhatiyya al-muntaqila. Pay attention, stay with me here. So there's two types of barakah, no third. The first is the barakah al-dhatiyya al-muntaqila. This is the barakah that is transferable. This barakah you can obtain by touch, by feel, by smell. And now I'm going to ask you a question. Can you give me an example of a barakah dhatiyya muntaqila? There's only one, and it doesn't exist anymore. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. كان الصحابة رضوان الله عليهم, the Sahaba, they would wipe his sweat. They would take the water that he made wudu from and they would wash themselves with it, they would drink it. His spit is mubarak. Huwa bidatihi mubarak. Alayhi salatu wassalam. When he died, alayhi salatu wassalam, that is gone. All what we have from that is his sunnah. And the Sahaba radwanullah alayhim, after his demise, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq was the Khalifa. Did they wipe Abu Bakr as-Siddiq's sweat and Abu Bakr's mubarak? Did they take his water and drink it? No. لأن بركة أبي بكر الصديق ليس منتقلة. Which brings us to the second type of barakah. It is the barakah الذاتية اللازمة. Every single believer, man, woman and child has this barakah. And it varies by degrees. على حسب الإيمان. Every one of you is mubarak. على قول رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, as he said, عليه الصلاة والسلام, كبركة المسلم. When he gave the analogy of the shajar, and he said, as the barakah of the Muslim. Now, the first barakah we said is muntaqila. The Sahaba used to touch Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They used to take his clothes. They used to use his wudu, his spit, yes. Because he is mubarak and his barakah is muntaqila. But that is the only barakah that we know that has been cited to be muntaqila. Everything else is dhatiyya lazima. This includes the Kaaba. It has a barakah, طبعا. But when you wipe the Kaaba and you wipe yourself, or you take your sajada like many people were doing, they're wiping and wiping and wiping. And they take that home and they say, look, it's mubarak, smell it, feel it, touch it, and they sell it. Or the one who kisses the black stone and sits there and he's making out with it. And then he wipes the black stone, wipes his face and wipes his child. Or the woman who wants to get pregnant and she touches the Kaaba and she touches her womb. When? Even Zamzam is mubarak. The water is mubarak, it's blessed. But it is shifa'u suqmin wa ta'mu ta'am. Best. It is blessed. It has shifa. But what did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam do with it? He drank it. He made wudu with it. That's what we know. Sah? Now people are taking this to an extreme. They're washing their homes with it, their clothes with it, their car with it. They put it in their radiator, because then the car runs better. That's Mubarak. لا تنتقل. It's not transferable. The Quran, it's Mubarak. Kalamullah. But you see people, they're wiping the Quran, or they're putting it on their heads, kissing it and sleeping with it and under the pillow to protect from the jinn. It's Mubarak. I'm not going to disagree with you, but that's not the way. No, you can't do that, because Rasulullah ﷺ did not do that. So when we look at this, the barakah is ma'nawiyya, la tantaqil. It's there. The barakah is there within the object, within the water, within the Kaaba, but you cannot transfer it to yourself. You cannot transfer it to yourself. And if you wore the Quran or hang it as an amulet, you do not become blessed, Habibi. So the way to obtain barakah, عليه التوقيف كذلك. It is exactly how Rasulullah ﷺ did. Umar radiallahu anhu was quoted to have said, if I did not see Rasulullah ﷺ touch the Kaaba or kiss the Kaaba, I wouldn't do it. Nowadays, people, they know that Rasulullah ﷺ touched the Rukn al-Yamani, or he kissed the black stone, they will fight each other for it, and they will go there and they will do bid'ah, beyond bid'ah. حتى صارت عبادة يعني يعبدون الكعبة. We don't worship the Kaaba, we worship Rabbul Kaaba. So be very wary of this issue. This is an issue which I have witnessed in Hajj, and I just witnessed right now in Umrah, just the past week. And it dawned on me because my son, he said, Baba, what are they doing? وفعلا. And this is min al-jahl, from ignorance. So now, alhamdulillah, everybody here has heard the message. And you know, how many types of barakah are there? 2. One is transferable, which is that one? And the other is lazima ma'nawi. That doesn't transfer. So now you know. So we have to follow the guidance. And we have to abstain from the ignorance and the bid'ah. If you want to succeed, if you want to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you follow the qudwa of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the most beloved of all the slaves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the epitome of Abdullah Rasul sallallahu alaihi wa sallam.